In the dark and stormy night, I was swimming all alone in an ocean. And then I realized something coming towards me. And that was a shark.
I am here to discuss our second chapter. Is matter around us pure? Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. हर वो चीज़ जो इस दुनिया में स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई करती है और उसका कुछ वजन होता है उसे मैटर कहते हैं. जैसे कि अभी हमने अपनी स्टोरी डिस्कस करी थी, उसमें एक शार्क आई थी जो हमें खाने आ रही थी, वाटर जिसमें वो फ्लो कर रही थी, स्विम कर रही थी, या हमारे आसपास की कोई भी चीज़ जैसे कि चेयर जिस पर आप बैठे हैं, या ये क्यूट सा पपी जो कि एक बहुत ही स्मार्ट सी बॉल से खेल रहा है. ये हर चीज़ मैटर है. हम जो चीज़ खाते हैं जैसे कि एप्पल या कोई भी फ्रूट्स, वो सब मैटर है. तो यहाँ पर एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन अराइज होता है, ऐसी क्या चीज़ है जो मैटर नहीं है? व्हाट इज़ नॉट अ मैटर? ऐसा क्या है जो कि मैटर नहीं है? क्या आप गैस कर सकते हैं? यस, यू गेस इट राइट. मैटर हमारी फीलिंग्स, हमारे इमोशंस जैसे कि सैडनेस, क्राइंग, एक्साइटमेंट, ये सारे मैटर नहीं होते हैं क्योंकि इनको ना तो हम देख सकते हैं ना हम इन्हें टच कर सकते हैं, सिर्फ इनके हम इमोशंस को फील कर सकते हैं. नाउ moving ahead in the chapter, let's have a clarity on three major terms. बहुत ही ज़्यादा important terms हैं उन elements, for example gold, carbon dioxide, it's a gas but it is a compound, and then mixtures जो आप खाते हैं. भूख लगी है, खाना है, वाओ. चलिए इनके कॉन्सेप्ट बिल्डिंग को अपन स्ट्रॉन्ग करते हैं और देखते हैं डिटेल में. फर्स्ट विल टेक इनटू अकाउंट एलिमेंट्स. क्या दिख रहा है आपको? बॉल्स दिख रही हैं और सारी ही बॉल्स आइडेंटिकल हैं. यस, these balls represent the identical atoms that are there inside the elements. एलिमेंट्स की यही पहचान है कि उसके अंदर के जो भी एटम्स हैं वो सारे के सारे एक जैसे होते हैं. ऑल एटम्स आर ऑफ सेम काइंड. एलिमेंट्स के बाद हम आते हैं कंपाउंड में. तो फिर स्टूडेंट्स कंपाउंड में क्या होता है? हियर वी कैन सी टू डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स, वन इन रेड वन एंड अनदर वन इन ग्रे. रेड का बॉन्ड बीच में ब्रेक हुआ और ग्रे एटम के साथ जाके न्यू बॉन्ड्स फॉर्म हो गए. स्टूडेंट, ये जो न्यू बॉन्ड्स की फॉर्मेशन होती है इसे हम केमिकल बॉन्ड्स कहते हैं और ये कंपाउंड्स में होती है. लेट्स टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. यहाँ ऑलरेडी कुछ कंपाउंड्स हैं. कंपाउंड्स के ओरिजिनल बॉन्ड ब्रेक होके न्यू बॉन्ड्स फ्रेम हो गए, तो ऑल टुगेदर हमें एक न्यू प्रोडक्ट मिल गया. एलिमेंट्स के केस में कोई भी न्यू प्रोडक्ट नहीं बनता था. एलिमेंट्स के जो प्रीवियस बॉन्ड्स थे वो रहते थे, लेकिन कंपाउंड में न्यू बॉन्ड्स फॉर्म होते हैं. नाउ माय क्वेश्चन है स्टूडेंट, कैन यू गिव मी सम एग्जांपल ऑफ कंपाउंड्स व्हिच यू सी अराउंड योरसेल्फ? गेस करिए. लेट मी शो यू सम ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल. शुगर जो हम डेली अपने ईटेबल्स में लेते हैं, मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला होता है C12H22O11. देन वाटर, इट इज़ ऑल्सो अ कंपाउंड. हाइड्रोजन के दो एलिमेंट्स एक ऑक्सीजन के साथ मिलकर कंपाउंड बनाते हैं. H2O इसका मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला होता है, दैट इज़ व्हाट वी कॉमनली कॉल्ड एज वाटर. लेकिन इसी में अगर एक स्मॉलेस्ट चेंज कर दिया जाए और एक और ऑक्सीजन का एटम इसमें अटैच हो जाए ऑक्सीजन के साथ, तो नया कंपाउंड फ्रेम हो जाएगा हाइड्रोजन पेरोक्साइड H2O2. Now we'll next move to the category of mixtures. Wow, so yummy. In what sense they are mixture? यहाँ पे तो डिफरेंट टाइप की चॉकलेट्स हैं. स्टूडेंट, डिफरेंट टाइप की चॉकलेट्स हैं लेकिन इनके बीच में कोई भी केमिकल बॉन्ड नहीं है. मिक्सचर्स डिफरेंट टाइप के अलग अलग एलिमेंट्स होते हैं ऑल टुगेदर, लेकिन देयर इज नो केमिकल बॉन्ड बिटवीन देम. Now, the question is, what is a pure substance? If you recall the name of the chapter, it is matter around us pure. तो क्या प्योर सब्सटेंस होता है? एलिमेंट, कंपाउंड या मिक्सचर? इफ आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क यू क्वेश्चन, तो भाई आप सबसे पहले पूछेंगे,
अरे भाई प्योर सब्सटेंस का मतलब क्या होता है?
एंड डेफिनेटली यू मस्ट हैव अ क्लैरिटी कि इस प्योर वर्ड का क्या मतलब है. अ प्योर सब्सटेंस मीन्स अ सिंगल सब्सटेंस or matter which cannot be separated into other kinds of matter by any physical process. By any physical process वो अलग नहीं हो सकते हैं. For example, gold, silver. अगर आप इस गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर को आप बीट करते हैं, फिजिकली आप इसको तोड़ते हैं, तो टूटकर भी वो वापस गोल्ड ही बनेगा. सो आप एलिमेंट्स को अलग नहीं कर सकते बाय एनी फिजिकल मेथड. सिमिलरली कंपाउंड्स को भी आप फिजिकल मेथड से अलग नहीं कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मिक्सचर को आप अलग कर सकते हैं. सो माय क्वेश्चन कंटिन्यूज, एलिमेंट्स, कंपाउंड और मिक्सचर. Yes, you guess it right. It's elements and compound which are the pure substance, but mixture is not a pure substance because easily या कभी कभी तो आप हैंड पिक से भी दो मिक्सचर्स को आप अलग कर सकते
And
हैं.
now it's the question time. And the question is, what is the difference between elements, compounds and mixture? So just pause the video and try to list out the differences between these three substances. Let's try to identify the differences between element, compound and mixture. So here we go with the first difference. An element is made up of identical atoms only. This we have already discussed कि सारे elements के अंदर सिर्फ identical atoms होते हैं. Further, अगर हम आगे बात करें, it cannot be broken into two or more simpler substances. Now, what does it mean? It means, for example, this is an element, gold. जब आप gold को तोड़ेंगे, you try to break it into pieces. तो अगेन आपको गोल्ड के ही पीस मिलेंगे, आपको कोई नया सब्सटेंस नहीं मिलेगा. But let's see what happens in a compound. A compound is made up of two or more different elements. This we have already discussed कि हाइड्रोजन, वाटर बनता है हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन से, and can be broken down into elements by chemical means only. This means that with the help of any physical method will not be able to separate out the different elements a compound is made up of. For example, water के bonds को अगर हम किसी physical means से break करना चाहेंगे, so will not get result. For this we need to take help of a chemical method only. So here we go, like in order to separate oxygen and hydrogen, we take help of electrolysis method, wherein electricity passes through water and at the two electrodes, that is anode which is positive terminal and cathode which is negative terminal. At anode we get oxygen gas and at cathode we get hydrogen gas. Let's see what in case of mixture. A mixture is made up of two or more substances mixed in any proportion. Now this we need to discuss what do you mean by mixed in any proportion. Let's try to understand this with the help of an activity. Let's make some lemon juice. We added some lemon into water. Next we added some more lemon into water, and then we keep on increasing the proportion of lemon into water. In all the three pictures you can see, students, that it represents a lemon juice, but the proportion of lemon is different in all the three phases. So that is why we say that in mixture it can be mixed in any proportion. Next, those substances retain their properties. What does this mean? That those substances retain their properties? It means that the chemical property of lemon and water remains the same. Even they are mixed, the chemical properties of water remains the same. How is it possible? Because students, the intermolecular, in a compound or element there is intermolecular spaces. This we have read in a previous chapter, that all the matters, they are made up of particles, and particles have some intermolecular space. So lemon juice gets diffused in those intermolecular space. Even their chemical properties are retained. Let's try to figure out some more differences between the three substances. Let's study their properties. Now student, what kind of properties I am talking about? I am talking about their physical and chemical properties. In case of elements, they have a definite set of properties. They have a fixed set of physical and chemical properties. For example, iron is an element. Maybe the iron is in the form of these stones, or maybe in the form of this railing. They both share same kind of physical and chemical properties. For example, both of them is left under water, they both will get rusted. Both of them attract magnet, because magnetism is a property of iron. Now let's understand what happen in case of compounds. Let's see what happen in case of compounds. Compounds have a definite set of properties. For example, water may be in the form of waterfall, or water may be in the form of ice. Both of them has the same molecular formula, which is H2O, which means two elements of hydrogen combine with one atom of oxygen to form water, and this formula universally holds true. Next, we will understand what happens in case of mixture. In case of mixture, they do not have a definite set of properties. Student, why? Let's understand this with the help of these two examples. Both of them represent sprout chart, but definitely this one is more spicy. So anytime we can alter their physical properties. So that is why we say that mixture do not have a definite set of properties. We can always add some more flavors, some more components, ingredients into it. Now before moving to the next difference, let's have a clarity on this term, physical method of separation and chemical method of separation. See, elements, they are pure substance, so they cannot be separated. I mean, elements cannot be separated from element. There's no need. But compounds, they are made up of different elements or different compounds, so there's a need that you want to separate them. Similarly, mixture is impure substance, so anytime you may want them to separate them. So there are some physical and some chemical method of separation. So first let's understand the physical method of separation. Among them, they are hand picking, whereby with the help of your hand you can separate the mixture. For instance, here we have different balls, different color balls. So with the help of hand picking, we can separate them into groups. Another example of physical method of separation is winnowing. See what happened in the winnowing. Use the principle that shafts are lighter, so air takes them away. But grains being heavier, they directly fall under gravity. So flow of current of airs. With the help of flow of current of air, shaft get separated. Another method is sieving. Sieving is you pass the solution through sieve and both the things get separated. Another method is magnetic separation. It is undoubtedly used for those substances which show magnetism. For example, if there are certain impurities in iron, then you may pass the iron and its ore through the conveyor belt. Now, iron been attracted by a magnet does not directly fall under gravity. So if let's say this is jar number A and this is jar number 2. So iron being attracted by magnet will continue to stick through this conveyor belt and will fall into this second jar, and impurities being get unattracted by the conveyor belt, so they straight away fall under gravity and get collected in jar 1. Another physical method of separation is evaporation, which is used to separate salt on a mass scale. The seawater is stored and water gets evaporated. Remaining here is the loads of salt. Now let's move on to the next method, next category of method, which is chemical method of. Under chemical method of separation, we make use of certain external energy. External energy may be in the form of some electricity, or maybe in the form of some other kind of energy. Let's understand chemical method with the help of some common salt electrolysis example. NaCl, which is the salt that we eat. When you want to separate sodium and chlorine from NaCl, you take out some salt and you try to separate it out. I mean, what I'm saying is, you try to separate out sodium and you try to separate out chlorine. You'll not be able to do so. So physically you cannot separate these kind of substances. So you need some external energy. And here we are discussing electrolysis method of separation. Under electrolysis method, we make use of electricity, and electricity passes through a solution of salt. And after some time we see that sodium ion, which are positive ions, get collected at negative terminal, which we call as cathode, and chlorine gas. Chloride ions are negative charge, so they collected at anode, which is positive terminal. So this is how we separate chemical method with the help of chemical method. But the point to be noticed here is that compounds can be separated only by chemical methods and mixture can be separated only by physical methods. Because compounds में आपको पहले ही बताया कि केमिकल एक बॉन्ड के थ्रू ऐड होते हैं, तो उनको सेपरेट करने के लिए आपको एक्स्ट्रा एनर्जी की जरूरत होती है. सो केमिकली यू डू दैट. Mixtures, they can be easily separated to physical methods. With this, we have come to an end of our first portion. I want everybody to just re-watch the video, and just in case you have any doubt, comment me, maybe on WhatsApp or maybe on the comment section below.